Good morning, ladies and gents. So I am taking you all with me today to this is a new kind of style of blog that I'm going to be doing, because as soon as my teaching starts to kick in, as half term is over, things get a little bit crazy. So the main thing is that you guys stay with me, baby. So now we are on my way to my first student today, a lovely boy by the name of Tristan, and I will see you all when I come back from that. The joys of teaching, that's one done and many more to come. So we did some 1-minute tests and just playing around and smoking the water. He's a brand new student. It's really amazing to see how they develop right at the beginning. It actually tells you a lot about their progression later on and how they're going to take it, and this guy I'm really excited for. So I don't really know if you can hear me because it's really windy right now, but basically one thing I forgot to mention earlier was my first student, Tristan, today. He compared me to a DJ. He said I look like a DJ, so I wonder what people thought. Does this look like what a DJ looks like? I mean, I don't know too many DJs or anything to do with that really, but well, that's what they thought anyway. So done with Rudy now. Now gonna go see some cats. Hey kitty. Oh, and there's another kitty. Come on guys, let's get away from the door. Hello buddy. Hi, say hello to YouTube. And here he is, beautiful. Hey. Okay, time to say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, so time is up with the keys. Now I am heading out again. I've got Barnaby left to teach today, and then what I'm going to do is probably a little bit of jamming and stuff, you know, try and get some new ideas for songs, and I'll be taking you guys along for the whole journey today, the whole journey. We're doing everything together. And Barnaby, you actually know, he has been in quite a couple of my progression videos on Instagram, and we'll probably be shooting something with him today, so stay tuned. I completely forgot to say hello to Barnaby.
Hello, my name's Barnaby.
Yes, this is Barnaby. You've seen him in a few of the other videos. This is kind of a high and a bye because it's actually the end of the lesson. Yep. So I will see you guys at home. Hey, good to see you again. Okay, so we are back in the studio, as I said earlier. I'm here now and we're going to be doing a little bit of jamming and just sort of, I want to try and find some new ideas, and I want to develop a couple as well. One of them, which was in one of my Instagram videos a few days ago, you can check it out. I am actually holding a little competition with that. So if you can find that post your own lyrics to the riff that I played, and I will be playing that again today as well. I want to try and develop that a bit more and see if I can formulate any ideas for it at all. But before I go through any of that, I just wanted to start by saying, you know, let's have a look at what we're going with. So we've got the EKO Echo, whatever it is, Camaro model. Absolutely love this, like a sort of, I don't know, it sounds in some places like a Strat and in other places like a Mustang, so really, like, yay. I love it. 2001, best ever. Then behind me, as you know, there is the Gretsch, and there is the beautiful Squire Bass 6 and the Fender Blacktops over there. Now let's have a look at some pedals. Pedal time! Okay, so, welcome to my love. Over here we have the Digitech Whammy. I believe it's the 5th generation, latest one's come out with the chords thing. I don't really use it. I normally stay on the classic, but it works. It's really cool. The Electro-Harmonix B9 organ pedal with tape on it for whatever reason. Such a good pedal. Then Korg Pitch Black, just for the tuner. Zvex Box of Rock, as you already know. MXR Bass DI, such a good pedal. Oh my gosh, bass sounds so good through it, and just that little preamp boost, it's fantastic. One of the best bass distortion and bass EQ, bass everything pedal that I've ever used. Then we have the Space Echo, most incredibly wonderful delay that I've ever played, and pretty much the only one I will ever play. The LPB1, which, you know, classic. The Nano Pog. Then there's this Big Shot ABY that I used to use when I was touring a lot. because I would play simultaneously through a guitar and bass amp, so I needed to have two different lines coming out there. Then we've got the Space Verb. That's right, Joyo Space Verb, Iron Man series. Really cheap, fun, awesome reverb, and you won't knock your pedals, your settings out of whack. Thanks to this thing. So you can flip that open, boom, all your settings, everything you could want, and close it. So that's what we're working with here, and the hoof from Earthquaker Devices. Now there's one thing that I haven't really talked about yet, and it's this guy right here, and that's what I'm going to be using to begin with. This is an amazing, amazing, as it says, crunchy lo-fi tremolo. So it has pre and post, and so much variety in the shape and the color and everything. And this is made by Xander Effects. This is a prototype of one of the pedals that he makes now. He's amazing guy, everything's handmade, and it's like the pedals of your dreams. The link will be in the description. You can count on that. So without further ado, let's get to do the do. Do. You're crooked. Let me fix you up there. Okay, right, so now that we've gone through all of that, I am currently set to using the humbucker, and I think I'm just going to start with that riff from the video the other day, so... Oh, that's a bit loud. Let's just turn that down just a smidge. Okay, here we go. Through it, I can see that there are bits that I like and bits that I don't like, that I don't feel really belong there or have any purpose. So for example, the bit that just sort of got me was like going into the... It's like, it could be used as a sort of a feel-good moment or whatever, but I'm really not feeling that out of... Like that just feels like you could have that sort of punch like underneath, and it's just sound incredible. So that's an interesting idea, for me at least. I think I like that kind of development of just... You know, just kind of pushing it in a different direction and looking at it in a different way. 'Cause to begin with, I thought of it as, you know, instead of thinking like, okay, I've got this note here and this note here and they're octaves, I wasn't thinking to put them in the sort of chord structure. I was thinking, okay, no, I want to sort of more solo off it and be a bit more virtuosic about it. But then the subtlety of it almost, you know, well, it's not even subtle, in fact it's the opposite. It's not subtle, it's abrupt, and it just interrupts. And I like that. I like that. It's almost just like a walkie-talkie, something in your ear. And to think this is coming from a tremolo pedal. Yeah, tremolo. I can make it more tremolo-y, lowy later, but I love using it for this purpose as well, because it's basically the wackiest overdrive pedal you've ever had. Think of it that way. So, okay, let's think about how we want to do this. I want to maybe change the tone just to give me some difference right now, so that I'm not thinking in the same head. Now that's something that's bothering me. I like the, but I don't like the. So let's see, maybe we can try something else. Okay, I see something here now. But that's a cool idea there. So then we could also think, how can we beef this up? How can we create difference and interest if we want to build it, if we want to create a chorus out of this idea of just maybe we're sticking linearly with this rhythm but adding other things in. So, you know, I would suggest, for example, if you wanted to keep it single stringed in the sense of like, you know, one string at a time, then sticking on an octave pedal like the POG might just do the trick. So that's just a little bit too high for me, so I'm just going to roll off some of the upper octave. So we've got mostly dry signal, bass, octave, and just a little bit of high. So as a comparison, and then with the pedal on, kind of, but not my type really. It's just not that great a sound with that on right now. So let's think in a different way. So we've got to think around the problem. So we want to continue in this idea. So we could also go into just full-on chords, which could be interesting. See what we can do. So. No. So this is just going to go on and on and on and on and on until some sort of idea does formulate. You know, sometimes you just got to think a bit left field. Battery just as I was filming the last outro, so I'm doing it like this. Thank you all so much for watching. That last take that I did there, I really like the way it came together, so I'm going to be reviewing that and making sure that I take some bits from that and start to process them more and get some more ideas for what it might fit with and sort of what I want to write about even. That's always a really big factor for me. It's like sometimes I'll just keep a riff for ages, not use it, but save it for the fact that, you know, I will wait until I have lyrics that are right for this and I'm in the right sort of head frame for this. So yeah, either way, it all leads to the greater good. And yeah, so before I embarrass myself any further, I bid you adieu. Adieu, adieu, adieu.